Thanks for coming to Kyle's birthday party yesterday. He was so happy.
Thank you for inviting me. Honestly, Kyle being that happy, that is all because of you. You have no idea how much it meant to him. He has never had a surprise birthday party in his life.
Really? That surprises me. I figured someone like him would have had plenty of parties growing up.
Not really. Our family was always pretty low-key about birthdays. Mom would make a cake and we would have a quiet dinner. Nothing like what you pulled off yesterday. I think that is exactly why it hit him so hard.
I am glad it felt special then. I wanted it to be memorable.
It absolutely was. And it was not just us. You invited so many of his friends. People he has not seen in years were there. It had to have been the best birthday of his life.
I went all out since it was his big 30th.
He really is such a lucky guy. He has an amazing girlfriend who throws parties like that. Yesterday, he was so stylish and put together. I heard you handled all the decorations yourself.
I did. It took me almost 2 weeks to plan everything.
It showed. Everything was perfectly coordinated. The flowers, the lighting, the little personalized details everywhere. You have a real eye for that kind of thing.
Thanks for saying that, and I am glad you noticed. Ruby, I did not know you had a sense for things like that.
What do you mean?
I kind of assumed you were clueless about that stuff. I mean, the outfit you wore yesterday, it looked pretty cheap. Not a lot of style going on.
Oh, was it that bad? This was actually my first time being invited to a party like that. I was a little out of my depth. I rushed out and bought something the day before.
Yeah, I could tell. You're not exactly the party type, are you? Being broke and all.
Wait, broke? You mean me?
Who else? Kyle has a top-tier education, runs his own company. He is a total catch. Of course he is used to things like this. But you went to a regular public school and never went to college.
Well, that is true, but...
And now you are the total opposite of him, living at home, doing random temp jobs. Not exactly rolling in cash for a designer dress, are you?
Excuse me?
No money, no taste. That birthday gift you gave him was pretty tacky too, by the way. Where did you even find that accessory? Some flea market?
I made it myself.
Are you serious? You could not afford to buy your own brother a gift?
That is not it at all. It is a hobby I have had for years. Kyle has always said he loves the things I make. I thought a handmade piece would mean more to him than anything I could buy.
A handmade gift is a hard no. I cannot have Kyle wearing something like that. Do not worry. I will take care of getting rid of it.
You are going to throw away a gift I gave my brother?
Obviously. If he wore that, it would be embarrassing for everyone.
I cannot believe what I am hearing right now.
A business owner cannot afford to look cheap. People will walk all over him the second he does. It is my job to make sure he looks the part. I am his girlfriend. That is what I am here for.
So that gives you the right to throw away something that belongs to him?
If you do not want that to happen, bring something appropriate next time. This is not personal, Ruby. It is just practical.
Are you seriously the same Lisa I have been talking to for the past year? You seem like a completely different person right now.
Oh, are you surprised? Kyle and I are official now. We are family. I figured it was time to stop pretending and just be real with you.
Be real with me?
Kyle is my man, and I need to keep his parents happy. So the least I can do is be honest with you, since you are the closest to my age in the family. Is that a problem?
I guess not, but this is not what I expected being real to look like. You have never once spoken to me like this before. Not in the entire time you have been with Kyle.
Because before the engagement, I needed all of you to like me. That part is done now.
So you were performing this whole time. Every family dinner, every holiday, every conversation. All of it was just you playing a role until the ring was on your finger.
You are smarter than I gave you credit for. Yes, that is basically it.
And now that you are locked in, the mask comes off.
You make it sound dramatic. I just do not see the point in wasting energy being warm towards someone who is not in my circle. And honestly, Ruby, a broke girl doing odd jobs is not in my circle. That is just a fact.
Your circle.
I love Kyle. He is successful. He is respected. He is someone I am proud to be seen with. But broke temp workers? That is not the life I signed up for. Even if we are technically family now, I have no interest in being close.
Before the wedding, you told me you were so excited to finally have a sister. You said that to my face, twice.
And I needed you to relay that warmth back to Kyle and your parents, which you did, so it worked.
That is genuinely one of the coldest things anyone has ever said to me.
I am not trying to be cold. I am being efficient. Going forward, let us keep things civil and minimal. You do not bother me, I do not bother you. Works out for everyone.
Got it. Hey, quick question. Has Lisa ever said anything to you about my gift from yesterday?
Funny you should ask. I was literally just about to text you about that.
About the gift?
About the gift. Ruby, this is not glass, is it? This feels like a real diamond.
Good eye. That is because it is.
You're joking.
I found it at an antique dealer in Florence. Fell in love with it immediately. I had it fitted as an earring myself. Took me about 3 weeks to get the setting right.
Ruby, I cannot accept this. Do you have any idea what this is worth?
I have a general idea, yes.
This is too much. You can't just hand someone a real diamond and call it a birthday present.
You are my brother. Of course I can.
I'm genuinely speechless right now. You know that? I put it on when I got home last night and just sat there looking at it in the mirror for like 10 minutes.
That is the most you thing I have ever heard.
I am gonna wear this thing forever. I want you to know that. This is going in the vault of things I will never lose.
I am really glad you like it. It was worth all the work.
Like it? I love it! You've always had the best taste out of anyone I know. I mean it when I say you are the world's greatest little sister.
Stop. You're going to make me emotional.
Good. You deserve to be told that more often. Hey, should I show Lisa? She seemed a little dismissive about it last night, and I want to change her mind.
Maybe hold off on that for now.
Why?
I think she is just not really an accessories person. Do not make it a thing.
Fair enough. Actually, I was thinking, and hear me out, I want to wear this to the wedding.
To your own wedding?
I look great in a tuxedo, and I think a single diamond earring would genuinely elevate the whole look. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, you're not wrong. If it works with the suit, it could actually look incredible.
It will work. I'll make it work. This is happening.
Just do not let Lisa talk you out of it.
Nobody talks me out of anything. You know that.
True. Okay, wear it. You will look amazing.
Ruby, what are you wearing right now?
Good morning to you too. Is something wrong with my dress?
I mean, it is not awful. I can see you tried.
I actually put a lot of thought into it. I asked for help at the store and everything.
The effort is visible, but there is still just no real taste behind it. You can tell it is a budget pick. It is going to stick out against everything else at the wedding.
I spent more on this dress than I have spent on any single piece of clothing in my life.
That just tells me you do not spend enough on clothing. Look, I am not trying to start the day with an argument. Just try to stay toward the back during photos and keep a low profile during the reception. Sit in a corner, enjoy your meal, and let Kyle and me have our moment.
That is really how you want to start your wedding day, by telling your sister-in-law to hide in a corner.
I want my wedding day to look a certain way. I have spent months planning every detail. I just need everyone who does not fit the aesthetic to not make themselves the center of attention. Is that really so unreasonable?
Sure, I will stay out of your way.
Thank you. And honestly, Ruby, you should be excited about the food. This is the kind of meal you probably do not get to experience very often.
Here we go.
I am serious. Kyle called in a favor with a contact at this hotel to get their top chef to design a custom tasting menu just for us. The ingredients alone cost more than most people's weekly grocery run. This is not your usual catering table.
I am sure it will be great.
It will be extraordinary, the kind of meal that a person doing temp work does not exactly have access to on a regular Tuesday, so at least enjoy that part of the day. Consider it a treat.
I will make sure to savor every bite.
I am not trying to be mean about it. It is just the reality of the situation. Some people live at a certain level and some people do not. Today, you get a glimpse of the other side. That should be exciting for you.
You know, you really have not changed your talking points at all since the last time we did this.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I am just saying I am looking forward to the food. Genuinely.
It will probably be too refined for your palate anyway. I am not saying that to be cruel. Some people just are not trained to recognize the subtleties of high-end cooking. You might find it a little lost on you.
I really doubt that.
Fine, maybe your instant noodle dinners have prepared you better than I think. Enjoy the corner. Do not make a scene. See, what did I tell you? This food is on another level. I have been to a lot of nice restaurants and this absolutely holds up.
It is very good.
Very good. That is the most underwhelming response possible. This is exceptional. This is the kind of cooking that reminds you why this hotel has the reputation it does. The lamb course alone was worth the entire catering budget.
The lamb was my favorite too, actually. The herb crust took me a while to get right.
What?
The balance between the rosemary and the breadcrumb ratio. Too much rosemary and it overpowers everything. I think I finally landed on the right combination, but I was genuinely unsure about it as late as yesterday morning.
What are you talking about right now?
I am saying the lamb course is my favorite thing on the menu because it is the one I worried about the most. The fish course came together easily. The lamb was the challenge.
You need to stop talking like you made this food.
I am not talking like I made it. I made it.
I am sorry.
Every dish on the menu tonight, I designed the courses, sourced the ingredients, handled all of the prep work starting yesterday afternoon, and handed off execution to the kitchen team this morning. The food you have been complimenting for the last 40 minutes is mine.
That is not possible.
Which part is not possible?
The chef for this wedding is a professional. Kyle told me he used a personal connection to get access to the hotel's top talent. Someone with credentials. Someone with a real career.
Kyle's personal connection is me. His contact at the hotel is me. The top talent he called in the favor with is me. I have been working here for 3 weeks. The wedding was my first major solo project.
You work here.
I am a chef here, yes. I started last month. Before that, I was in Europe for 10 years, training and working in professional kitchens.
10 years.
I left right after high school. Kyle told me if I was serious about cooking, I should go straight to the source instead of doing culinary school domestically. He was right. I spent a year learning the language, 2 years in formal training, and then 7 years working my way up in professional kitchens across Italy and France before I came back.
Kyle knew about all of this?
He helped fund the first year of it. Mom and Dad were nervous, but Kyle told them to let me go. He has always been in my corner.
Why did nobody tell me any of this?
I mean, it came up. You just were not listening for it.
I would have remembered hearing that Kyle's sister was a professional chef with a decade of European training.
Would you? Because I mentioned working in kitchens at least twice during family dinners when you were there. Once you changed the subject to talk about a vacation you and Kyle were planning. The second time you excused yourself to take a phone call. It is fine. I am not great at making myself the center of the room. Kyle would tell you the same thing. I tend to fade into the background when he is around. People hear Kyle's sister and they stop processing any other information.
This is not real. I looked you up just now and there are actually articles about you. Competition wins, a magazine profile, a feature in a culinary journal.
There are a few of those, yes.
Why does everyone around Kyle operate at this level and I did not know any of it?
Because Kyle is so exceptional that everyone near him gets normalized. His parents are both accomplished professionals. His closest friends are all running companies or doing serious work in their fields. And me? I am just his little sister who came home after a decade abroad to take a job at a nice hotel. In that context, I barely register.
This is insane.
I am choosing to take that as a compliment.
It is impressive, but this does not make sense. If all of this is true, then I have been saying terrible things to someone who is genuinely more accomplished than I gave her credit for.
You have been saying terrible things to your husband's sister. The accomplishments are secondary.
I need you to not tell Kyle about this.
About which part?
Any of it. The things I said at the party, the things I said this morning, all of it. He cannot know.
Lisa, he deserves to know who he married.
Please, I am begging you. I have built a very specific image with him. He thinks I am warm and thoughtful and supportive. If he finds out I said those things to you,
he will know the truth.
It will destroy everything.
Then maybe you should have thought about that before you said them.
Ruby!
I already sent him the screenshots.
You what?
The texts from the day after his birthday party. The ones where you told me you had no intention of being close with me because I was broke. And the ones from this morning. He has them now.
How could you do that? Today of all days!
Because he is my brother, and he is about to make a permanent decision based on a version of you that does not exist.
You just blew up my wedding!
You built your wedding on a lie. I just stopped the construction.
Do you have any idea what you have done? He stopped the ceremony. He sent the guests home. Everything I planned for 8 months is gone.
I am sorry the day ended this way. I really am.
No, you are not.
I am sorry for the guests who traveled and for the parts of today that you put genuine effort into. I am not sorry for telling my brother the truth.
He will not even look at me. He just keeps saying he needs space to think. Do you know what that means after a wedding gets called off? That means it is over.
I think you should give him the space he is asking for.
You did this. You and your little chef career and your diamond earring and your 10 years abroad. You walked in here today specifically to ruin this.
I walked in here today to watch my brother get married. Everything else happened because of choices you made.
Do not sit there and act like you are some neutral party. You wanted him to find out.
Yes, I wanted him to find out because he is my family and I love him and he deserved to know. I am not going to apologize for that.
You and your whole impossible family, you are both completely out of control.
We are very close, yes.
He literally wore that earring today. I told him 100 times it did not work with the suit, and he refused to take it off. He said it was the most important thing he owned, over a piece of jewelry his little sister made him. That is not normal.
I thought it looked great with the suit, for what it is worth.
I am so angry right now I cannot think straight. You know what? I am going to find that earring. I watched him take it out when he walked away from me. It is sitting on the table over there.
Lisa, leave the earring alone.
Why should I?
Because it is not yours and you have already done enough damage today.
You want to talk to me about damage? You destroyed my wedding. You sent private messages to my husband behind my back. You sat at my reception table eating food you secretly made and waited for me to compliment it. I have done nothing compared to what you did.
Do not touch that earring.
Too late.
Lisa?
There! How does that feel? Your precious handmade gift is on the floor, and I am standing on it. How is that for damage?
Get Kyle on the phone right now.
What? So he can yell at me some more?
He is standing about 20 feet away from you, and he just watched everything you did.
What?
I came over to find you and talk to Ruby. I've been here for the last 2 minutes.
Kyle!
I watched you take my earring off that table. I watched you drop it. I watched you step on it. And I watched you do it while laughing.
I was not laughing. I was just...
Ruby made that for me. She set a genuine antique diamond into that piece with her own hands. It's the only one in the world, and you destroyed it because you were angry.
I did not know it was a real diamond. I thought...
It would have been wrong either way. It was mine. It was a gift from my sister. That's all that matters.
I am sorry. I panicked. I was not thinking straight.
You were thinking perfectly straight. That was not a panic. That was a choice.
Please, Kyle. Everything today has been a disaster, and I just lost my head for a second. We can fix this. We can reschedule. We can start over from this afternoon and just...
I've heard enough. I'm gonna handle the venue and the vendors today, and then we're gonna have a very different kind of conversation tomorrow. Not about rescheduling.
The divorce was finalized shortly after. Lisa tried everything she could to change Kyle's mind, but in the end, she gave in when Kyle presented her with an ultimatum, signed the divorce papers, and he would not file a police report for destruction of property. She signed, reportedly in tears. The costs for the canceled wedding were split equally between Kyle and Lisa, but given how extravagant the venue and arrangements had been, Lisa's half alone came to over $40,000. Her family refused to help, so she ended up taking out loans from multiple payday lenders to cover it. As for the crushed earring, Kyle asked Ruby to restore it, and she did. To this day, Kyle wears it as a good luck charm whenever he has an important business meeting.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.